There's no more electricity in the cave past that.
Let's see a river. Yeah, the river's really cool.
I'm at Mammoth Cave. I'm in Kentucky, and I just got my ticket, and I have a tour at 10:45, so I have about half an hour, 25 minutes until they meet. Right now they're doing self-guided tours because of COVID. I can ditch my mask. And I'm here in Ernest. Ernest is with me. I got solar panels on the windshields, charging up my battery. Came all the way to Kentucky in this bad boy. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far. I've got kind of an intermittent misfire in the engine, unfortunately, but I don't think it's a big issue at the moment. Gonna go tour the cave, and like I said, it's like a 2-mile self-guided tour because of COVID, and I don't know really what to expect. It's huge. When you stay in the campground, you're staying on top of the cave. The cave is extensive, of course, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited. We're gonna go check out the cave here. I'll give you a little tour of what's going on outside. It's a beautiful little area. Kind of reminds me of this the mountains in North Carolina, but with less mountains. Gonna go kill some time and check out this old cemetery where someone named Stephen Bishop is buried. I need to read about him. I'm not sure who he is. Alright, so, questions answered. Stephen Bishop was a slave owned by the man who used to own this whole area. It used to be a tourist attraction before it was a national park called the Mammoth Cave Estate. Stephen Bishop was the first guide and explorer. He was a slave owned by the guy who owned the place, and he was the one who first explored the cave and then guided people through it at part of the tourist attraction. So that's who's buried here. This is actually, they think, mostly a slave graveyard, and then I think some other people came and ended up being buried here as well, but it started out as the slave graveyard for the man who owned this area. Extra tidbit, actually, as I'm learning at this second plaque, most cave guides were actually black African-American slaves who, I don't know if they were all owned by the man who owned this place or if some of them came as free slaves. I'm not sure, but it sounds like the history is that this place was mostly staffed by slaves who explored and guided people through the caves, and actually did a lot of the discovering of them, lots of different passages in the cave. Yeah, I wanted to add that tidbit in. I think it's important to recognize that history, that this was a place that was taking advantage of enslaved peoples at one point, and it no longer is, and I appreciate that they're recognizing that history. Alright, to the cave for the tour. good God, that is the largest cave system in the world, and it looked like it. We got to do about 2 miles of the cave in that tour, and it's like a Y. You go like out and back and fork one way and come back to the rotunda and go back out again. So cool. Here, the tour cost $23, but it's so totally worth it, as you guys have seen. I came out of the tour and found this trail to the River Styx Spring, so I'm gonna go check out that and see what that is, because that sounds awesome. Alright, y'all, that is it. That is Mammoth National Cave. Mammoth Cave National Park. Let's see if I can get that right. There's a nice little grill and cantina kind of thing right behind me over here. That's pretty sweet, and definitely suggest y'all checking that out if you're hungry. Pretty nice little cheeseburger, some ice cream, good ice cream. It's a beautiful spot, and I'm going to take this opportunity, y'all, to just remind you to like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.